In today's video, we're going to talk about Charlot, who actually had one of the more insane transformations in 90 days. He lost 4 inches off his waist. He lost 20 pounds of body fat over the course of the transformation challenge. And I want to remind you guys, the transformation challenge is open right now. And if you go on this post right here and you tag someone other than yourself and they win the competition, I'm going to pay you guys $500. It's a great way for me to draw attention to the competition while it's a great way for you to win 500 bucks by alerting your friends about this opportunity. Now, let's dig into what Charlot did to make this transformation possible. So the difference with Charlot's transformation is that he added an incredible amount of muscle. So even though he lost 20 pounds of body fat and lost 4 inches off his waist, what was incredible about him was his ability to kind of recomp and add muscle. Now, a lot of this comes down to genetic potential, which I think if you know Charlot now, you would say he has amazing genetic potential. And I think that's what's neat about this transformation challenge is that when you take a person who's never really paid attention to their nutrition, their training, and you give them the tools to do so, which we include your nutrition plans, your training plans, and as he mentions, the thing that was most valuable to him was the private community support. Well, just amazing things might happen. So let me know your thoughts.
Of the challenge. So the things that we provided were diets and workouts and a kind of the group where everyone kind of like cheered each other on. And I remember when you posted your pictures, everyone was like, holy crap. But of those things, what did you find useful? What did you use to, of those, things that we provided?
The group setting was the most useful to me because the diet, I did that for myself because I know my body.
Yep.
And the workout, I just keep doing the same thing I was doing that was making me grow and making improvements.
Yep.
So the group was the most important because sometimes I felt like I was unmotivated. And when I post the pictures and I see people commenting and be like, oh, you look great, keep doing it. And that motivated me a lot to keep doing more cardio, to keep staying on my diet and just making progress.
Everyone wants to get on a stage. It turned into the stage for you, but let's talk a little bit about your specifics diet. Cause you said you diet so that now, do you do macros? Do you just eat healthy? Do you do high protein, low fat? Like what's your kind of methodology for dieting?
I do macros and calories.
Okay.
So, like I said, I watch your videos and what I put in my head is I want to be 180 pounds shredded. So I said 180 grams of protein is enough. So, and I do that. I set that as my baseline, and every other calories I get it from carbs and fat. My fat is on like 50 grams.
Okay.
And
so you're at 350 carbs. That's nice.
I wasn't eating until 1 p.m. and I was having 4 meals, about 1,800 calories a day. We're doing 2 hours of cardio. I went really extreme to get my body to the composition that it was at the end.
Okay, so you started at around
2,400 calories.
2,400, but you ended at 1,800, but also doing 2 hours of cardio a day plus your workouts.
Yes.
And you said you work for an airline, so are you on your feet at work as well?
Yes, but during that time, during the transformation, I wasn't going to work as much.
Okay.
I thought it was going to take away from what I was doing, so I was going there like twice a week only.
Well, that's awesome. So, okay, so what kind of cardio? Because I know a lot of people will ask, what kind of cardio were you doing?
I do mostly stairs.
Okay.
But I switched it up from stairs, elliptical, and treadmill. And I also count my steps.
Did you find, were you training your legs hard throughout this? Did you find that doing the stairs made leg days tougher?
I actually got stronger as the competition goes. So I was training legs very hard.
Let's talk about supplementation. Now, are you someone that uses a lot of supplements throughout the process, or do you just focus on diet, or do you have like the whole picture covered?
I had to use supplements at the end, especially the core heart, because I was really under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I watched one of your videos, and cortisol you said was one of the main things for fat loss.
Yep.
And I went on the website and got that one because I wasn't sleeping. I was very stressful, and I felt like I wasn't making progress. I wasn't losing fat like I was supposed to. And that's one of the things that I wasn't a big supplement guy. The only thing I would do is probably protein supplements, but I got on that one. So I think it helped me out a lot.
So were you taking it like before bed or in the morning?
I took it at night.
And you felt you slept a little better?
Yes, sleep got better, and I felt like my body started to really change because I started the competition 2 weeks before the start date, and I wasn't making much changes until like week 8.
What kind of habits and routines did you change throughout this, or was it just simply just not missing days and being more focused?
Every day was actually the same. When I'm dieting, I have the same habits. I wake up, I take my pre-workout, go to the gym, work out for two hours, and then do 1 hour cardio. Go back home, rest, eat. I have a bike here, so I do 30 minutes after each meal, especially at the end.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to accumulate all these cardio hours, because it wasn't a long 2 hour cardio. I was doing bit by bit, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes here and there.
That's clever. Well, that's actually good advice, because I think, people think of cardio as a bad word, but, in our typical daily lives, we move around throughout the day. And so, if you can incorporate a couple walks, you said you were doing like 30 minutes after your meals, you've got some energy, you can put on a Netflix and you can just kind of ride, right? So you got any advice for people that are interested in doing transformation challenges? Like, what was your overall kind of thought about our challenge or, entering this?
The most I would say is you got to share your experience and what you're going through. And that was one of the biggest parts for me, sharing your progress. It helps you to motivate you to do even more. And another thing is you got to be consistent. You cannot get the body you want. You cannot lose the weight you want if you're not consistent. So you have to do the same thing you did first day, the second day, the third day. You have to keep doing the same thing over and over. So that's my main thing.
90 days doesn't sound like a long time, and then the first week hits, the second week hits, and you get to about week 4 or 5. And I think that's when most people start to go, man, still got another 7 weeks. Yeah.
It gets hard.
And I think at the end, everyone pushes themselves, right? Because it's you can push when you're at the finish line. So it's definitely that middle period that I feel like was what made the difference for a lot of people. The difference between the people that get it done and the people that don't, everyone has excuses, but the people that get it done work around their excuses and they don't use them as a reason to stop. And I think that's really the difference of having a very hard deadline. You figure it out. It's a 90-day transformation challenge. We don't pause it because you get hurt, right? So you've got to say, okay, if I still want to take part in this thing, what am I got to do? And obviously you overcame all that. So what was the total weight loss again? Because it didn't seem like it was that drastic.
For me, it was 20
pounds in 90 days. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Yeah. Obviously you probably recomped a little bit. You probably put on a little muscle.
I recomped for the first 6 weeks because I was 190 until week 8 or 7. I kept the same weight.
Did you measure your waist?
Yes.
What did that change?
I think I started at 33 and I ended up at 29.
Yeah, so you lost 4 inches off your waist. You obviously put on a little muscle and lost 20 pounds. And then not too long after you obviously made a huge change. So how are you feeling now? How's the transition been post-show?
I'm feeling great. I had a nice rebound after the show.
Nice.
Looked big and shredded.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to gain more muscle. So I'm on a maintenance calorie. I'm maintaining 190 now at 3,500 calories.
Fantastic. So what about cardio? You doing any cardio now?
0 cardio.
Attaboy. Bodybuilder life.
3,500 calories, and I'm sure it's gonna go up once I need to gain more weight because I'm not gaining weight on that calorie.
Yeah, just training hard and just normal lifestyle walking, right? No. Yeah. That's good.
No, I get enough walk at my job, like 10K steps, easy.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Charlot. I really appreciate you being a part of our challenge. The group really enjoyed your posts and pictures. They got very intimidated by them. But
that was a plan.
But at the same time, if I was in there for the money, it would have motivated me to be like, okay, I got to step up my game, just like you got motivated when you saw other guys, right?
Yes, I motivated them. They got motivated, and in turn, they motivated me even more. So that was the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I can say with fair certainty, you've got a bright future in competing. So I appreciate you being a part of our challenge. And if you ever need anything, you just let me know.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed that video talking to Charlot. And I just want to remind you guys, this is the weekend where we are open for business. We are sending out the cards to start your 90-day transformation. So if you're going to watch the Super Bowl, go have a big meal on Monday, you can take those starting pictures and then start your 90-day journey to fat loss and make some incredible progress with adding muscle, losing body fat, and being a part of a great community. So hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.